Hello, in today's video I would like to show you how to make these very cute Coquette phone pouches that can be very easily transformed into crossbody bags. I'm going to use these two colors in my double knit recycled cotton yarn along with my 3.5mm hook. I've recently learned a new trick, so we are not going to make a slip knot. You are just going to hold the yarn like this, and you're coming with your hook, you're grabbing with your finger the other yarn, and then you start to chain. We will need to chain 40. Make sure the chain is facing you, and then you turn around, and in this loop, as you can see, it's curled exactly as it is. You go through, you grab the working yarn, and you pull that through to create a slip stitch. And now you don't have that knot that is being left over from the slip knot from the start. And because this is a project where we will sew shut the bottom, it will not get undone. And now you have a better, more flawless base chain to start with. Next, chain 1 just to give it a bit of height, and in this first available stitch, so it will be the second stitch from your hook, you will work a single crochet and also a double crochet in the same stitch. Skip next stitch, skip next chain, and in the second chain work again a single crochet and a double crochet. Skip next, single and double in the next, skip next, single and double in the next. This is basically the stitch that we will work with for almost the entire project. When you reach the end of your first round, you leave this beginning chain, you skip it, and then in this single from the start, in the single crochet, you will work another single crochet and a double crochet in the same space. From this row onward, you don't need to chain anything because we will work in a spiral, and at the end we will work some slip stitches to make it equal and not have like a bump on top. Next, skip this stitch, and then in the next stitch you will work a single crochet and a double crochet. Okay, and you continue working these stitches just like I showed you, with skip one and a single crochet in the other one plus a double crochet in the same space, and you will make 13 of your main color, so 13 rows in the main color, and then 9 rows in whatever secondary color you want to use. In case you missed a row from counting or something happened, there's an easy way to count the rounds that you made. If you look, this pattern has a diagonal, it has diagonal strips, so you can just look on one of them and count the fan shapes, and this is how you will always know how many rows you have worked. Now that we have reached we have finished the 13th row, when making the last double crochet, you will start and do half of it, bring the second color, and you will finish the double crochet with that second color. And from this point, you continue in your second color for 9 more rounds. When you finished the 9th row in the second color, we are going to work into every stitch, and we are going to make a stitch called forward crab stitch, but I saw it being done in a different way than normal. So you would start like a single crochet, and then you take the yarn and then you pull it through. It's the simplest way I've learned how to do it, and I like it. You might also know this type of stitch by pulling the yarn and twisting the hook to create the same effect. But for beginners, this second option might be a bit more difficult, so I would say stick to this one because it's definitely easier. To finish up this edge, all you need to do is make a couple of slip stitches, 1 and 2, and then fasten yarn. Next, you will turn your work around and we will single crochet the bottom. Make a slip knot, pull it through both sides, and single crochet. Make sure to add this yarn tail so you don't have to weave it in later. Now to start making the bow, you need to chain 26. And we will work single crochets starting from the second chain from the hook until the end of this row. And you're gonna work 11 rows in this second color that you have, and we will also do 3 rows in the main color. So we have 11 rows, and now it's time to change the color. You go into the last stitch, pull the yarn, and then you bring the other color and you pull through like a normal single crochet. You chain 1, you turn, and you continue to single crochet for 3 more rows. We will make a tiny cover for the middle of the bow. This is made with a chain 4, and then you will single crochet 3 stitches for 16 rows and leave a length of yarn to sew the middle of the bow. And then with the remaining bit, you're gonna sew the edges together. Make a knot with the yarn tail so we can get rid of it. You can also use this leftover yarn here to just attach this to the pouch in the middle. And next we are going to sew the sides. And this is how the phone pouch looks. You could use it as is, but let's make it even more wearable and make a strap for it. To make the strap, it's the same as the little bow tie here. It's a chain 5 for this one, and again single crochet. Only for this one you have to single crochet 165 to 170 rows. It depends on how long you want it. You can even make it shorter than that. It's all about your preference. And after we finish with doing the 170 rows, we'll leave a long yarn tail and we will have to sew the sides together to make it like this round shape. And I've been doing this sewing method in which I sew one side, then the other, I leave it loose, and then when I have 4, 6, 8 stitches, I just pull tight, and it becomes quite stiff, which is what I really want from this. To close this off, you would just make a tiny knot here, and then pull the yarn through some of this cord, and it's all done. And I made only one cord because I'm gonna use these to move this strap cord from one to the other. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you'll enjoy wearing these this summer, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!